Welcome back to Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host, Dayvid from DTRH. And today, I'm really happy to announce that I'm going to be bringing on the paranormal panel. And I actually do co-host a show with Alien 8 UK. And I have 3 of those members here today. So happy to bring these people on. I just want to say a few things before I do. Of course, Tommy was in the last episode. He's back. And I'm very grateful to Tommy because Tommy was the one guy who I started this whole thing with. And he brought me on to his show, and it was because he was so great that I thought, man, this is fun. I think I can do this. And it's your fault, Tommy, that I'm doing this. So, and I also want to bring some praise to my friend Andy, because Andy was another guy who showed me that I can do a panel show. I didn't think I can do it. I really didn't. I was like, this is too hard, man. There's too many people to bring in. He's got guests. He's got all sorts of people. We have 6 people at a time, 7 people at a time. And I want to thank him for showing me that it's doable. I didn't think I can do it, and here we are doing it. So thank you to Andy and Nicole Shivatoni. Your name is so hard to say, and you taught me to say it, and I'm grateful. And I'm going to bring her out right now. As a matter of fact, let's get started with this paranormal panel. Here's Nicole. Hey Nicole.
You got it right. So
I got it right. The first time I didn't, remember?
No, it was rice-a-roni.
I butchered it like crazy. But can you tell us really quick before we bring the boys out, Full Moon Paranormal, what that's all about, what you do, and where we can find it?
Yeah, so Full Moon Paranormal, that is my paranormal investigation team. We are an all-female team based in the Hudson Valley area of New York. We go all over the tri-state area. We do public events. We do private investigations at people's homes if they're having issues. But our bread and butter really is historic preservation and fundraising through paranormal tourism.
That's really
Find
awesome.
us, Full Moon Paranormal. Just Google it, look for the fairy.
And you do these things like these kind of meetups with like-minded people, which I think is really interesting.
We do, yeah. The last Thursday every month at Kestrel Tavern in Kingston, we have a paranormal night. So every month it's kind of a different theme, but people can come out, share their stories. It's free to come out. You buy a drink, you hang out, and it's a really low-key, laid-back way for people to just talk about this stuff.
That's so awesome. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I have this page called Down the Rabbit Hole on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And I actually shared one of your team's images that you captured. It was a shadow figure, and I saw it. I didn't even know it was from you or your team. And I saw it, and I was so just shocked, just looking at it over 5-6 minutes, because it looks amazing.
It's wild, that capture. Yeah. You can see the whole form of the shadow figure. You can see the head, the shoulders, down to the legs. It's a fully formed shadow figure, and it wasn't there before. It wasn't there after. Tried to recreate it. It was incredible, and we had a lot of activity in that room that it was next to too.
You guys have a lot of good evidence. So if you're not following Full Moon Paranormal on Instagram and Facebook, go do that now. All right, the next person I bring to the stage, this wonderful, wonderful man named Tommy Cullum. Welcome, Tommy. What's up, brother?
Thank you, man. Thank you for your lovely words as well, brother. You're a legend, man.
You're a legend.
You're a legend.
That's it. That's the rest of the show.
That's it. Legend.
I love Tommy. I didn't know your hair was red as well on top, bro. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fully ginger. Yeah, that's why I normally wear drapes.
Fantastic. Well, Tommy, can you tell us where to find your show and how to listen and what do all that good stuff?
Thank you, mate. We're Let's Get Freaky podcast, wherever you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. We're also on YouTube now as well. Let's Get Freaky. And we talk ghosts, cryptids, UFOs, all the crazy stuff that we love. A little bit of conspiracy as well. and we share our paranormal experiences and try and work out what is going on in this crazy world that we live in.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know if we're going to get the
your
answers,
show,
but we'll try.
being on your show twice, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Very
man.
cool.
Yeah.
How many episodes do you have now? Are you near 300?
I'm near 400. We're nearly at 400. Yeah. So I've started doing 3 a week. I don't know if there's going to be always 3 a week because that's quite tough, but 2 a week generally is what we do, and we're nearly at 380, I think. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. It's getting
You
close
do
to
3 a week?
I've been recently, yeah. Not always. I sometimes do 3 a week, but it's normally 2 a week. But recently it's been 3 a week. And
you mean recording or dropping?
I record 4 or 5 a week, really.
Most nights. Oh my God.
Jesus, you're on par with Andy.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Yeah.
I do
That's
it
amazing,
at
bro.
1:30 in the morning UK time, which is 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So my body clock is just out of sync with everyone else in my area. I live on American time, so I need to get over there and be sleeping at a normal time, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome to come here anytime, brother.
Oh,
I
thank
got a
you,
place
man.
for you, man.
Oh,
all right, let's bring the Alien 8 UK what do you call him? Host, head. Here we
Host with the most.
There he is.
Founder.
Andy Decodes, also known as Andy Booth. But I like the Decodes.
I didn't know that wasn't his name for like 3 years.
True story.
Welcome, Andy. Bro,
Thank you.
Tell us all about Alien 8 UK.
It's YouTube channel, Instagram. We used to talk about everything to do with the paranormal, and then I'm not saying I got bored of it. It's not really my thing to do all the paranormal. So, and the channel had changed its name to Alien 8 UK 2 years ago. I think this week or next week.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, tomorrow, 2 years tomorrow, I got the alien in the jar. April the 12th.
Anniversary.
So, yes. So, and a lot of people were coming in the chat and asking and like putting in, I'm more so now. Are we talking about aliens and UFOs? And people will be ducking out because we wasn't talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So it just seemed only right to keep the theme to the name of the channel itself. So, and that's why now we do the UFO files Monday, Friday. Myself and David do not as many as we had been doing. The cryptid hour on a Sunday. Myself and Nicole do one now that's called Reality Check on a Wednesday, where we're going to be doing a previous 48-hour trending topics of what's viral on the internet and social media, paranormal related. So we're going to be talking about stuff that's literally just come out that probably a lot of the people in the public won't even know about yet.
That's cool, man.
Awesome.
So he does about 15, 16 podcasts.
Thousands.
And they're all under the Alien 8 UK YouTube page.
Yeah.
So that's, you're confused by all the names. It's just go to Alien 8 and you can see it all there. I'm a part of it, like you said. All of us here are a part of it. We're missing 2 of our Alien 8 UK family, Abby Dent, from Lifting the Veil. She is a part of that as well. She couldn't make it today. And also Michelle. If you don't remember Michelle's Spooky Stories. But she's also a part of Alien 8 UK. That she was under the weather today. She couldn't make it. So we have this paranormal panel here, and we're discussing alien species today. Specifically, 5 of the top alien species, which I'm going to read out to you right now. Number 1 being reptilians, Nordics or the tall whites, the mantids or insectoids, the Anunnaki, which is something that Nicole brought up because that's one of my favorites. And finally, the grays, the talls and the shorts. So those are the 5 we're talking about today. Thank you guys for joining me. This is awesome having you guys on here for the second show ever. So let's get started, man. Reptilians.
Yeah.
Now I have this information. I'm going to read it out real quick. It's I just saw this video I posted on Down the Rabbit Hole today. and it was talking about 3 reptilian races. Did you guys know there were 3? I didn't even know there were 3. I knew there were 2. So,
Yeah.
well, one of them is supposed to be a subterranean species. The guy didn't go into a lot of detail on that, just that they're subterranean. The second one is, of course, the reptilian. And then the third one is the draconian, which I've heard of those 2. Right? They're generally described as being 6 to 8 feet tall, scale-covered humanoids with reptilian features like slit pupils, sharp teeth, and sometimes tails. They're often portrayed as highly intelligent, malevolent beings from outer space or underground, capable of shape-shifting to infiltrate human society and control global events. All right, guys, let's get into it.
So I will say that some of those videos of like celebrities and world leaders and stuff are pretty damn convincing. When like they blink and like the third eyelid comes out and the reptilian eye shows.
Yeah.
And there's so many of those videos as well. It's not like they're a one-off. There's like loads.
Yes.
And this is pre-digital TV. It was when TV was analog. So you can't. It's a lot more difficult to glitch analog. Yeah, you get all the fuzziness and the noise and that, but why is just one person's eye glitching? Why is not either the whole of that row of the screen, either horizontal or vertical? Why is it not glitching that way? Or like a section? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the teeth. Have you guys seen that? Where like the teeth
mouth.
suddenly go sharp and
Or the skin goes ripply. The skin ripples around the neck, like folds, so you can see there's something going on.
One of my favorite TV shows of all time is an old, I think it came out in the 80s. It was a TV series called V.
Yes.
And so
all of it.
Isn't that great? The basic concept about that, where the ship comes down and it's these they look human, right? They come out and they're like, "Hi guys, we're here. We're gonna help you guys. Everything's gonna be great, and we're gonna help cure you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." And then towards the middle, it's discovered that they're not doing any of that shit. They're trying to use humans for food. They're collecting humans and storing them for food.
And peeling their human skin suit off and eating mice and rats and cats and dogs and other humans. But they dislocate the jaw, like dislocates when they're
like the snakes,
like a snake would. Yeah.
Man, that sounds terrifying. What's that show called? I don't think I've seen that.
It's called V. Let's see if I can find a clip of it.
Like
it was a kids TV show back in the 80s.
It was a
No, it was a network
Saturday
show.
Afternoon, Saturday early evening. It was on.
Let's see if this plays. I'll show you a clip of it.
I was like 10, 12.
This is why our generation's so messed up.
There was also an American science fiction drama television series that ran 2009 to 2011, which was the remake.
Yes, it was a remake. Yeah, and it did not capture the imagination. I don't know, because I guess I was young and when it came out originally, and I was like so into aliens, and that was
because they wore the red jumpsuits, didn't they, with the silver down them? Yeah,
They look cool. It was like
it was good.
Had me fooled. But that's just the fictional. They supposedly exist. I don't know. There's no proof. I want proof. But I did remember seeing a video that had to be in the 90s, and it was a Russian video. It was a party, right? And so these people were at this party, and the power goes out, and then you can see like the guy's filming, and the power actually goes out, and you can see some of these people looking at the cameraman, and their eyes are glowing.
Ooh.
And then you see him blink, and you can see like the pupils are like cat eyes or something. So weird, man. I was freaked out by that.
But what do you think their purpose is? If the reptilians are, a real alien race that are infiltrating government and celebrity and all these people in power, why?
Control. They run the show because we're too stupid to know what we're doing, or they won't allow it. Because when the other night, I know I'm just going to jump back to a show that me and Nicole did we was talking about the moon, and apparently the moon was placed there by two brothers that I forgot to mention. They were reptilians. These two giant reptilian brothers that put the moon where it is.
Mm-hmm.
They towed it, right? They towed it from somewhere else.
Still can't remember their names.
Jeff and Mike, maybe.
Don't know. No idea.
Bill and Ben.
Could be.
It's. It seems that maybe these things
begin with
Go ahead, Tommy.
It seems that maybe these things need us for something. Maybe they're using us for something. Maybe they need our energy. I don't know why they would preserve us. Basically, why would they keep us controlling us? Why wouldn't they just wipe us out if they were these powerful beings that didn't like us? That's where maybe they need us for some reason. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Do the dirty work for them.
Mm-hmm.
I got your brothers' names, but you got to say them. I put it in the chat.
Well, Wayne and Panku, reptilian brothers, fire-breathing beings who brought the moon to Earth.
Okay. All right.
Well, Wayne and Mapanku.
So Wayne and Pancake, we'll call them. Easier. Yeah.
It says the conspiracy, the lore of the reptilians, basically, they're often considered to be an ancient alien being, sometimes associated with Alpha Draconis, that have influenced human development. And the video I posted today, there's a man discussing what their whole purpose was supposed to be. And it's kind of bizarre because he says that for whatever reason, they are putting certain people in power. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but it goes back, like we're talking ancient times, all the way to kings, the monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodlines. It's to do with bloodlines.
Yeah.
They know what bloodline can run and what can't. Well, I'm guessing that they don't actually know anymore and they're just dipping into anything. It's just pot luck.
But are they, or are they following these bloodlines that maybe they're people that they have engineered or, you know, inserted with some of their own DNA or something like that, and they follow these bloodlines down, and that's where you get the royalty and that divine right to rule.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In that same video that I was talking about, there was an example, and they go from Obama back, right? So they're talking about that all the presidents are related,
except for one,
and you can guess which one. That you go all the way back, and they are related to a king, an English king, and that's too weird for me to be like that. Really? And
if
apparently,
you go far enough back, we're all related.
True, like Genghis Khan probably produced me and Tommy. I don't know what Andy came from.
His brother.
But yeah, it's like the whole idea that these people are all related and they're leaders is freaky to me, man. Could that be true?
It's how it seems to be.
Isn't there like 8 bloodlines or something that rule the world?
Probably.
I'm sure it's 7 or 8.
Well,
they're
all
on
the
names.
royals and everything, they used to like intermarry to keep the bloodlines pure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that caused a lot of problems later on, right? With like diseases and what have you. But
I've just put that in the chat. Sorry, in conspiracy law, the shape-shifting elites who secretly control government, banks, media, feeding off fear and negative energy, which is also known as loosh.
Mm-hmm.
In abductions, they're sometimes seen as enforcers or involved in genetic programming.
Ooh.
So they're the ones that are like running the show, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it comes across. They're the hierarchy, aggressive and power orientated.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of stories, and I don't know if you've ever interviewed anyone that talks specifically about reptilians, but there have been stories about like wars between alien species and the reptilians are usually the ones that
wars.
They come out on top usually. They're like the main dudes.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've got a story from another person who does a podcast, if you want me to tell it.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to give the person's name. So he is in Texas himself, and he does security. Anyway, he's working on the doors one night of this party thing, whatever. And this guy like started kicking off. So he grabbed him because he was like, I don't know if it was exactly what was going on without listening back to the podcast. And this guy who's like he was tall, just normal build, he was like muscular or anything like that. And he said he went to grab him, and he couldn't move him, he couldn't lift him.
Oh, wow.
And this guy was like more powerful than is physically possible. And he said as he's grabbing him, his hand went under his shirt and he felt like all these scales and rough skin and what have you.
Whoa.
So he turned around to him and said, "What the hell?" I think he swore. He goes, "What the hell? What even are you?" And he turned around, looked at him, laughed and went, "You don't even know what you are."
Oh,
Deep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
and
wild.
he didn't say like, "Well, what am I? Tell me what am I?"
No. He turned
No,
around
he
and
was like
said,
Andy. He didn't want to know.
"No." He was like, he turned the reptilian type thing turned around and said, "You don't even know what you are," as in not human, like what.
Oh, I
you
know,
are to
I
them.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would have asked it. Okay, well, tell me, dude. I want to know.
I think he'd done one at this point, but he was like,
That is
he was in
crazy.
his shirt and he's like well dressed and everything and what have you, and he goes, he was too strong for his build. You know that guy that you see on TikTok and Instagram, the cleaner guy at the gym, and he just walks around picking these
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like that, but like more powerful. He's like,
And these
Wow.
guys are like, these big muscular guys are looking at him like,
Yeah.
yeah, right. And then he goes and does it. Oh, snap.
wow. Yeah.
You're
Looks
strong.
are deceiving.
Yeah,
It's like Dayvid bench pressing 300 kilo.
300 pounds. I did it when I played football, and my name is on a wall for being one of the guys that can do it. But today, forget about it, man. I couldn't do it.
Let's
There's no way.
go.
But why would you want to? There's so much more to life than I pick things up and put them down.
Right. That's why we're doing this. Oh, look, is that
Exactly.
Nicole? Is that Nicole
Exactly
right
that.
there? What the hell?
Hey.
Hey, look, your haircut then, and look at your haircut now.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the guy who back a couple years back, he tried to set off a bomb in Nashville to end the reincarnation cycle, and he supposedly had this device that allowed him to see reptilians.
Oh,
Oh, like they
Whoa.
live.
Do
Like the
tell.
movie They Live.
What's his name?
Where the-
Anthony Warner. He had this device. It kind of looks like, you know, those SLS cameras that ghost hunters use.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like that, but he walked around with it, and supposedly it allowed him to identify the reptilians.
Oh, wow. How
Yeah,
long
could
ago was
you-
this?
This was 2020.
Okay.
Do you remember the movie though? They Live.
They
And
Live,
he
yes.
had
Mhm.
special glasses on,
Yeah.
and then you could
That's
see.
exactly
It
what
was
my
like
mind
that.
went to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's the wrestler? Who's the wrestler that's in that? I can't remember his
Roddy
name.
Piper.
That's it.
Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Great movie, man. Great
Mhm.
movie.
And so supposedly according to him, these reptilians, they live in caves and they live in the parks and the woods, and they feed off, and like Andy said, they feed off the negative energy.
That is
Interesting.
how, and like, what do they get? Is it like eating meat? What is it like? It's actual translates into energy for them, or
Energy, it's energy,
I don't know
isn't
if it's like you know, Monsters Inc. Like they feed off the fear,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
so
like
they
that.
don't need
Like
physical
an energy
food.
vampire.
Yeah, we get energy from our food, what we eat and drink. They get their energy through actual energy,
Mm-hmm.
not
Right.
physical form.
It sounds very similar to shadow beings, specifically the ones that come from higher
Mm-hmm.
dimensions or whatnot. They come to scare you, and they feed off that fear. It's weird because if you're talking about feeding on energy doesn't die or go away, right?
It's just there.
Mhm.
So if you're feeding off of it,
You're
where does it
pooping
go?
No,
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
because
I
you
thought that's where you were going with this.
you charge energy either negatively or positive, either a negative or a positive.
So it's a charge. It's like you're
So you're
you know,
charging yourself.
doing
up.
your
It's
cell
like you're
phone.
plugging yourself in. Yeah.
Then you
So
expend all your energy, and then you have to
But
recharge.
where does the energy that doesn't
But
go anywhere. Where does it go? It doesn't dissipate
Everywhere.
or go away. Strange, man. I like that though.
I've got
Don't
a
eat me.
question that's related to that. So you know tires on your car or truck or van or whatever, when they wear
Yeah.
away, where does that go? You don't see little bits of tire on the road or anything.
I
do
do
you?
all the time, bro. There's like
No, you see
Well,
them
this
when
is
they've
America.
ripped.
We see tires
No.
we see full tires
we
on the
do.
side of the road.
Yeah,
full
yeah.
tires, fragments
do.
of tires.
But do you know your own car, your own tire, when it starts
Yes.
getting low and
Yeah.
it starts getting to the limit and you've got to replace it, where
Right.
does that go? It wears away, but where does it wear away to?
There's just
Apparently the reptilians, and they just gobble that shit up.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it. John Locke, good year. And all
So
that.
when you see the people on the side of the road like picking up trash, it's really people trying to like get fragments of your tire.
Reptilian. Yeah, reptilian.
that's what he's saying though. He's saying
Reptile.
the energy that's being dispersed from the
From the tire.
and that's what he's talking
go?
about. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
notice it. It wears down over time, and it's so small and so subtle that you don't notice it.
But
I just
that's
heard
energy.
Neil deGrasse Tyson just talked about this today. He says that he does not want to get cremated. He wants to be buried because, you know, when you get buried, you're giving back, you know, to the earth. You're giving back. Now, if you get cremated, it's fine too. But your energy, instead of staying in the earth, gets released and it goes out into space and it's traveling at like thousands of miles per hour. So like your energy at any kind of given time can be in another galaxy at this point, in another star system, you know, after years and years and years of travel.
That's a
Which
cool
is
thought. Like
interesting.
it,
Awesome.
it fast tracks you into like some alien reincarnation because your
Oh,
energy's
yeah.
all the way out there. Right?
Oh, so that's what Free Eye Atlas could be. Everyone who's ever been cremated.
Coming
A collection of them. Oh, that's an idea.
Right. You said there was like 5 million people on there or something.
5
All
million.
really small.
Yeah.
5 million souls.
Yeah.
I like that better. I like that better.
Have you guys seen recently the celebrities coming out, especially in the UK? There's been celebrities coming out saying they've had reptilian encounters. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen this?
No.
No.
So
Robbie Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, I shared it
What?
on Instagram, and he
I
was
shared it. Yeah.
you shared it. He was in bed with a girl. He's a big rock star in the UK. Robbie
Oh
Williams.
yes, I
I
heard
don't,
this.
I don't know if he. I don't know if he broke America. He tried to break America, but they didn't quite.
No,
take him.
because he lives in America. That's his
Oh, does he?
escape from the rest,
Wait,
rest
who
of the
is
world.
it?
Robbie Williams. He's huge in the UK.
Yeah.
I know someone. I know two people that are really good friends with him.
Really?
And I mean that they know him. They talk on daily.
Are they reptilian?
No.
He might be.
So
How do we
tell
know?
that story, Tommy. Tell what
Yeah.
happened.
What happened?
So he was in bed with a lady. You know, he's a rock star. I think he had a lot of ladies. And he was looking at this lady. Yeah, a few. And he said he saw her face change. And he didn't say anything. He saw her face change into a reptilian face. He didn't say anything. He just looked like shocked. And she said something. I can't remember word for word what he said, but she said something like, "I know I'm a reptilian." She said that without him saying
started
anything.
laughing with something, didn't she?
Yeah. And he shared that recently on a
He
podcast.
was on a podcast with a couple of guys. Yeah, I shared it out.
So
I like how
he
you
slept
said he
with a
didn't say
reptilian.
anything.
He slept with a reptilian.
What
Damn.
did you say?
Rock and roll.
Give me a minute.
Is that
I
the
know.
same dude that did that movie where he was a monkey or something?
Yeah,
That's the one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very weird.
That movie was like, it's gonna be now explosions. It was terrible.
Oh, this is it. Yeah. Oh, she said I'm not a reptilian.
That's what happened. Let me tell you this. Right? Take this. What you like.
Oh, okay.
But are reptilians the only shapeshifters? Or are there other kinds of shapeshifters that she could have been if she's like, no, I'm not a reptilian?
That's
She could
a
have
genius.
been-
That's
she could-
brilliant. What you just said. Maybe
Well,
not.
There's three different types. You've got the reptoids, you've got the draconians, and you've got lizard people. Now, apparently, it's the lizard people that wear the skin suits. So, like the Biden mask, the silicon, what are they called?
Face.
Yeah, the latex
mask?
masks.
Latex. That's it. Latex masks and all that. But there's others that can shapeshift. They can change their energy so that they look different to what they actually look like. And it's not until it's like until something changes. But there's another theory that you have some holographic device that's looks like a watch or a necklace or a bracelet or something like that. And they have it on all the time. So if you take it off, then that's when you see what they truly look like. Or if it malfunctions, if it malfunctions, that's when it glitches. Is because I think, and it's to do with these certain crystals or minerals or something in these devices. So there's that side to it as well. But if you ever, the best person, if you want to find out about reptilians, and he's been saying it since the 80s, he used to be a sports pundit, is Dayvid. And he was on the Terry Wogan show back in the UK. And Terry Wogan is a TV presenter from Ireland. And him and everyone else and people in the audience were just laughing at him. No one's laughing now.
Yeah.
Because everything he said is coming out, and he's moved. He lives on the Isle of Wight. He's out the way of it all, but he's stuck. He has never deferred from what he said from day one right up until present day.
Oh, now Robbie's backing him up, right? Robbie's backing him up.
Yeah.
But for someone to say, "I'm not a reptilian,"
Straight
they know
away.
they look like a reptilian, right? They know they look like that.
Yeah.
It's like she knew what he was seeing. And
Yeah.
And she
That's
probably
wild.
knew what he was thinking too, because it probably was
Yeah,
like,
his face.
"You're a reptilian," and she's like, "I'm not a reptilian." But then my head would also go to, things like, okay, is it a glamour? Did she put some kind of like psychic mask on?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it physical, or is it perception?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thought there. Yeah, it could be perception.
But then you've got transfiguration as well. So that's when someone is like a medium. I don't know if it's a medium, a psychic medium, but it's when they're trying to, like Michelle does this, and it was Alex Lovelock that first told me about it. When they're trying to connect to the spirit world, that what they have a thing called a walk-in is where the spirit goes into their body and uses them as a vessel. So they start to change and look like that person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's called transfiguration. So it could be something like that if she was using somebody else's body as a host, and this reptilian type creature, whatever it was, if it wasn't reptilian, was just
That's wicked.
acquired it.
All right.
So you got that
Let's go
side
on
as
to
well.
number 2, the Nordics, the tall whites.
David, can I just share an encounter that my friend had
Yes,
on
sir.
the train?
Please
And I
go
think
ahead.
it was possibly with a reptilian.
Okay.
So
Oh.
this was a guy that I used to work with. I won't say his name because I've never got permission to share this, even though I've shared it many times. But that's not the point. So I used to work with this guy, and this is before I started doing any podcasting or anything like that. I was obviously interested in the topics.
Mhm.
I wasn't like now where I'm like, tell me everything you know.
Yeah.
But so I was talking to this guy and was working together when I was working in London in the steel firm back in the day. And he told me this incredible experience that he had, and he had no reason to like lie to me, but I don't think he could have been lying, but I don't think he was.
Right.
And basically he said he was on the London Underground on the tube, and he said it was like quite busy on the tube, and he was just sitting there. And when you're on the tube, sometimes it's a little bit awkward. You try not to look people in the eye, you sort of look down and stuff. But he said he was just looking up, and he said this guy was sitting opposite him that was quite strange. And he said he's just like not staring at him, but he's just looking at him and like looking away and then looking back at him. He said all of a sudden he was looking at him, and then he was watching his eyes, and he said for like a couple of seconds, his eyes just went from normal human eyes to like reptilian eyes for like a few seconds. And this guy was looking back at him. He's kind of letting him see it, basically, I feel.
Oh, wow.
And he said it was a few seconds, and all of a sudden he switched back to like normal human eyes. And he said it was just like, oh my gosh, what have I just seen? And obviously he didn't say anything to him. He just kind of sat there and thought, I need to get off this train, basically.
Right.
But he said he saw that. He saw someone's eyes literally switch.
Can I throw a quick question in?
Sure.
Just before we move on. So this has happened to me a few times, right? I'll be doing whatever, but sat at a computer or work driving, regardless. And my eyes just start not twitching, but everything like starts glitching and flickering. Just tell me, what if my eyes are doing that? And I don't know because I can't see them.
Are you a reptilian?
You're a
Andy? Is that what you're
reptilian?
trying to tell me?
No. What if we don't? What if we could be and we don't know what we are?
Ooh.
So when my eyes glitch, because they've done it quite a lot the last few months.
Yeah.
So it's like someone's got a piece of paper in front of my eyes and they're doing that with it. That's what it feels like. But my eyes are in my eyes. But
You
what
may
if
need
called-
to be an eye doctor.
It's called age, Andy.
no? But
It's called
reptilian.
it's like a flickering.
So keep him.
If a
little
third
in
eyelid
your-
goes,
Yeah,
talk to me.
it could be.
Can you do this on stream, please, so we can?
Yeah, do it now. Let's
If
see.
it does
Do
it,
it.
if
That'd be
it happens,
incredible.
I'll let you know.
That'd be incredible, man.
You know what's funny
Imagine.
about what Tommy said is that when someone says, like, Andy and I are similar in age. I remember a time, and maybe he'll back me up on this, when people would say something like that, you automatically thought they were nuts. Automatically thought they were nuts. Because it's like, what? You saw what? And I don't know what it is about that time, but you just, if you were brave enough to tell your story,
Yeah.
people automatically. And today you can't, because this guy, we don't know if he's telling you the truth or not, but you've seen videos with people whose eyes do that now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And maybe a lot of them are fake, but not all of them. Right?
I've tried to AI it, and it is so difficult to make it happen.
That's brilliant.
It's
Try
All
to
I'm
do it.
thinking is that video, that came out with the chick on the plane who's like, that mother
Oh yeah.
Yes.
is real.
Yes. Yeah, that was weird. That was very
Everybody made
strange.
fun of her, but
Because
like,
all you ever got to see was the top of his head at the back. That was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
was nobody else filming it? Why was there only one person of a plane full of over 200 people and one person filmed it?
That whole
And
thing is a conspiracy theory on its own, isn't it? Because they say
Yeah.
that she was eliminated and cloned, and she's
Yeah.
a different person now. And it's just nuts. The
She's
whole
never
thing.
talked about it.
Apparently,
Never-
she's come out and spoke about it a few
Oh,
months
really?
back.
I
Yeah,
heard
she
she
did.
repented.
Stuck to her story.
Okay.
She hasn't changed anything about it.
Wait, you said that she stuck to her story because I heard that she recanted her story.
No, she stuck to it. She said she's never
There's-
going on the flight again.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the misinformation
Mandela.
stuff. People are throwing stuff out there, and it's like hard to try to track what the actual truth is. It's so freaking crazy, right?
Yeah.
I
But-
think it's on purpose. I think that's on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
To keep us
Gotta be.
confused, to make everyone sound a little bit crazy. I think that's why they do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
You wanted
working.
to go deeper down this rabbit hole, right? Because we've been 40 minutes on reptilians.
Yeah, I know.
No.
This is why I said, Andy gave me this huge list of all these. Some of them
Oh,
I have
yeah.
never even heard of. There's no way we're going to get through all of them.
Oh,
So
no.
going to Nordics
please.
and tall whites now. I got a little piece I'll read here real quick. The tall whites are sometimes considered to be the tall grays. Now, I've heard this before, but in this context, we're going to talk about them being connected to the Nordics, and they're like human-like creatures, right? They're like humanoid extraterrestrials resembling tall, blonde, blue-eyed humans, often associated with the Pleiades star system. They are portrayed as benevolent, telepathic, and protective, focusing on human spiritual growth and environmental protection. Differing significantly significantly from the grays. So that I've heard many a story that these guys are walking the streets. No one knows
Andy's
they're.
seen one.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you my story about the tall
Please.
white?
Yes,
But
sir.
it looked nothing like a grey. It was
Right.
not
Yeah.
nothing whatsoever. We spoke about it last night. So, in a shopping mall, Milton Keynes shopping centre, and it's 2 parallel corridors from one end to the other. It used to be the biggest single-story shopping complex in Europe when it was first built back in the 80s. And then you've got like bits that link the top and bottom from different parts as you go along. So you've got four rows, 4 lanes of shops, and then bits in the middle. So on this particular bit, which is one of the main entrances into shopping centre, it's on Midsummer Boulevard. You've got McDonald's. As you go in, McDonald's is the first one on the right. It's on the outside, it's in the middle, and it's on the end. So these benches and that, and we stood. It was really busy. It was a Saturday afternoon, middle of summer, absolutely packed. So I'm stood with a group of friends, and we're debating as to, are we going to get something to eat from there? Are we going to go and get something from one of the stalls on the market? You'll get some fresh food, should we say? And then they was all debating about what's going on, and I'm just looking across, and they had this stall in the middle, like a kiosk thing where they do Sky TV, and it's been there for years. It's the same guy, and there's just past that, there's a group of about 5 people. The 2 guys look like the hairy bikers. So one's quite tall, one short, but big and like big thick beard and old glasses and what have you. I'd say they was in the 60s. And then in the middle of them, there's this woman, right? She must have been at least 6.5 foot tall. Her hair and skin was pristine. Like, the case of that is like porcelain white. There's no blemishes, no wrinkles. I'm stood probably about 20 foot away from her. So I could see her. She had obviously normal clothes like t-shirt, jeans, jacket, whatever. And then her hair was white as these headphones. It was short. So like Tommy's, a little bit longer at the sides, but probably about the same length on top. But it was like someone's got this hair set and just gone and popped it on her head. It was immaculate. It didn't move, nothing. And she had piercing blue eyes, like ice blue. So that I could hear all the background noise going on, and I'm looking at these and I'm trying to listen to what they were saying, but I couldn't because it was so busy. And I'm staring. I'm not just looking. I'm proper staring, wanting them to look to notice me that I'm watching them. Never happened. So one of my mates tapped me on the shoulder, so I turned around to see what they wanted. Told them, answered whatever the question was, turned back, gone, all of them. This group of 5 people.
Oh.
And where I was stood, like I said, so I'm stood there, then it goes up, and then the corridor goes out that way, and then you've got a bit in the middle, the glass bit, and then you go outside, and there's a outside seating area with water and food stalls and all that. They would have had to go left or right into that bit or walk past us to go out. And because of how on the like crossroads I would have been able to see them in any direction, even if they was going into a store.
Wow. So do you think they just vanished? Like what do you think happened?
They just weren't there. They've never made eye contact with me. There's only her that was like the tall white. None of the others were. She stood out more than everybody else in the old shopping centre.
Wow.
Didn't see him again. We was in there for another 2-3 hours at least.
Good.
He's got everything in there. So didn't see him again. And
It should be easy to spot as well. It should be easy to
Yeah.
Whoa.
But they do supposedly they blend in on some occasions, right? But I did post a story once. It was a reel of a woman who said she was younger when this happened. I guess like Andy, she was like 18, 19, something like this. And she's walking down the street and she sees a man and a woman matching the description that you just talked about, Andy, except the hair was longer on both of them.
Yes.
And so they're walking in it's like a nature.
So they're the Nordic. The Palladians are the ones with shorter hair. The Nordics are the ones with the long. So you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
And they've got the long, like Orlando Bloom, the long white hair.
So this
I don't
girl
think
is
that's about
following,
Orlando Bloom.
and she's intrigued by them because they look different to her, right?
Yeah.
And so they're walking, and they look back at her really quick, and she says she hears in her head, "She's onto us,"
Ooh.
and it freaks her out, because they're like, she can hear it. Why can she hear that? She's confused by this whole thing, but she keeps following them, and they're like having a conversation with her, like, okay, you can go now. You don't need to be following us, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then she stops, and they just go away into the woods and gone. Just like you're saying, completely gone.
Yep.
So they can communicate telepathically, apparently.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
But can I just add something quickly? So one of the first people I told about this was Albert Rosales. So he writes a lot of the humanoid books and what have you. And he said the majority of these sightings are in shopping malls.
Huh.
You would
They
not
love to shop.
believe the percentage of these Palladian type tall whites that are seen out shopping. But that'll take you to what Tommy's going to tell you about his mum.
Yes. So my mum used to.
Your mom's friend.
So where's my mum? Mum's very strange. Sorry, mum. So she used to work in a really nice ladies' shop in Shenfield, where we used to live in Essex. And at this time, my mum's always been kind of interested in like paranormal stuff, but not like she's really into it now because of watching shows like ours. But she was kind of into it, but didn't know a lot about it back then. So this is going back it must be 20 years ago now. So it's quite a while ago. So my mum was working in this like nice ladies' fashionable shop, and the lady that she worked with was quite spiritual. Like she was into it, and like she kind of she was like kind of psychic. She had abilities. She wasn't like completely open about it, but she used to tell my mum a few things. So one day they were just working, just a normal day, and this lady came into the shop, and she was kind of tall. When you see someone and they look kind of, their body shape is kind of strange. I'm not so. Yeah. Some people have strange bodies. Let's not be horrible, but
enough to catch your attention, right? Enough to catch your attention.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's kind of like in Men in Black, when the people are like hiding in human suits, but they've got long arms, they got big eyes. There might be something different. This is what this lady was like. My mum said she came into the shop, and she said it was kind of strange. There seems to be something off with this lady, but she also said there was like a real smell of like electric in the air, like it just like kind of lit the shop up.
Didn't she say she could taste it?
She said, yeah, it was like, yeah, she could sense it. Yeah, so it was like she could smell it, and it was like kind of on the. Yeah, she did use those words. Yeah, she did. So she said it was just very strange. So this woman's come in, she's looking around. She seems like out of place, and then she left. And the lady that was with her said, like, she must have said, "Oh, she was a bit strange," and she went, "So she was not from this earth. Like she was an alien." And my mum at the time, yeah. Wow. And my mum at the time was like, "Really?" Like she's, and then obviously now she's like into this kind of stuff, and she was kind of reminded of that story that happened. So yeah, that makes me think of the way because I used to not believe in any of this stuff. I was like, this is baloney. My dad was like that, so I kind of like emulated him, I guess. And then I started to learn certain things. I had an experience, and what the heck? And now I'm sure she's like now thinking back, thinking, oh my God, I was there with one and I just missed it. Yeah.
How many do you encounter and you don't even realize it? There's some people who have, like we interviewed one guy who saw auras and everything, and he would tell you, so he would tell you that the people who were not human, who were not from this earth, they had a lack of aura or a different aura, like pure white, like you could tell.
Ooh.
But can I tell you something about what he said to me in private once?
Yes.
Who's this
Was
guy
it
we're
nice
talking
or was
about,
it
though?
not nice?
Who are
I'm
we
not
talking
going to
about?
name the name. I'm not going to name the name. I'm
Okay.
not naming him. He was a bit of a a-hole.
He was not an a-hole to me. He said I was
He
an
was
a-hole.
to everyone else. Tommy was going to the zoo and he had a meltdown with Tommy.
Oh, yes.
What?
They're going to be able to work out who it is now, Andy. You know that,
No,
right?
no,
We're not
no,
speaking
no,
ill
no, no.
because he
I'm-
passed, so
he
we're
passed.
not.
Oh, he
Yeah,
passed.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know
But-
why he was not mean to you, Nicole. I know exactly why. But go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Oh no, but he messaged having a private video chat with him one day, and he went, "Yeah, all this stuff, it's all bullshit." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That he was lying? Is that what he was saying?
That was all he said. I didn't question it. I'm like, "Do I need to know this?"
That's crazy, man.
Oh,
See, 'cause
no.
I would send him pictures of like evidence and stuff and things
Mhm.
that people think they got. And I'm like, okay, tell me what this is, because you could look at a picture and see,
But he could read into
Read the
what's
aura.
going on in the picture. So
Huh.
he was from the UK, but he used to do a lot of work over in the US, like virtually, like what we're doing now. And
Wow.
he just turned around and said to me, "It's all BS."
Wow.
I'm just like, okay. I didn't know what to say. I wasn't going to start questioning him. It wasn't for me to question.
Yes, you should. You're a host. Hello.
No,
You
it
interview
wasn't. He
people.
wasn't. He weren't podcasting. He was just having a chat.
I would have asked that dude. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
First of
Yeah.
all, you're an asshole.
Bullshit.
Secondly, you're lying. You're a lying asshole. That's what I would have said. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I
But,
don't know, but he's given me the only reading that I've ever gotten from anybody that has been spot on.
Mm,
He
That's
did give us some good readings.
yeah.
But if you know how to
Some
read
people can do that, though.
It's
I
body
do
Like
believe
language,
that
innit?
toll reading.
Yeah.
Like a
Mm.
toll
body
reading.
language.
That's-
It's
People
easy
can
to
see
say.
like colours around people. You know, I
Yes.
think there's something to that. A lot of people say they
But-
can do that. You know,
Tommy has a thing on this because Tommy was the last person to ever interview him.
Really? Oh
Yes.
wow.
Yeah, what was that interview about, Tommy?
Yeah. What's his name, Tom?
we got deep. I got to say, I thought he was a nice guy. I got to say,
He
like
came across.
him.
I
And we
used
was-
to speak to him like 2-3 times a week, like as much
Yeah.
as we do.
oh really?
Yeah, we
He's
messaged
all right.
all the time.
We was going to do another interview as well. That's the sad thing. I was
Wow.
going to do another interview. Lovely guy, he was. You
He
know,
did, but then he just turned. One day he just turned, and it was with me, Sarah, Tommy, and somebody else. He just.
I
turned
wasn't
to-
on that day.
I
I
know, I
wasn't
bet
on
you're
that day.
glad.
I missed it, and he like came after Sarah, and
Wow.
yeah. But the point of the whole story was he would say that the non-humans have different auras.
Oh,
And
they
you
don't.
just
You
got them like
cannot
that.
see a color around them. There's nothing. It's just blank.
interesting.
Aura is a very interesting to me because Edgar Casey, the sleeping prophet, would see auras and he would talk about it. And I remember reading this when I was younger and thinking, the hell is he talking about? I now, after reading about this and learning about this, I think that is part of the soul. The aura is part of the soul that's not within but out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Tommy and I, our last episode here, we had JJ Rose 777, and she was able to astral project and push through my aura. I got to ask her what color it is. I never asked her that, but she actually looked inside and told me 5 things, and she was absolutely freaking right about all 5. And I know Tommy's
incredible.
experienced this. Yeah, she is. She is. You guys, you should have her on. Nate,
Yeah.
seriously, she's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
Nicole, did you have any like stories on the Nordics, the talls?
No, I have
Lights?
never experienced a Nordic, but I have experienced people who say they were Pleiadian star seeds.
Oh man, I hear that all the time. My
I know. I feel like
my
that's
sister-in-law
number
is one.
Oh,
Think
but
of
the
what now?
Nordics get around apparently because everybody is a Pleiadian star seed.
We interviewed someone who was a starseed, didn't we?
Oh, me and Andy are star seeds too. She told us
Yeah.
this.
Well,
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
everyone, everyone
We-
is from the stars. We're all made of
we-
stars.
We
We're all made of
interviewed
stardust.
somebody, and I'm not going to say the name.
Never gonna say the name.
No.
Never.
And this person started to do this thing in the middle of the stream, and me and Nicole kind of like just looked at each other like, what's happening?
What did they do?
They started channeling, but they started making these weird noises. Nicole's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Nicole has froze. You might have to edit this bit.
She says everyone froze.
No, you froze. You're a starseed. Your aura's gone black. Yeah. So she started channeling and she started making these noises. And we're like, oh, and people were putting in the chat, like, what's going on? And we're like, oh, it started. She started doing it. She started doing the channeling. Because we didn't have a dress rehearsal. We wasn't explained to prior as to,
She didn't tell you any of this.
No, she said she was going to do it, but she didn't tell us the format of, well, I'll start by saying this and then I'll go into it. I'll go into the trance. None of that. It was just, yeah, do you want me to channel? Yeah, go on then. And then she just sat up. In the car.
Was she communicating through like bringing something?
She was communicating. So when I was saying about having a walk-in and transfiguration and all that, this is what they do when they're channeling. So they're using whatever entity it is they're communicating with. They use the channeler's body as a vessel to talk to whoever else is around them.
Right.
So she was doing that. I was no disrespect to people that do it and that are really good at it, but I just wasn't convinced. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was just people in the chat were like, "What the hell?" And you've got to hold it all together.
That's live TV, baby.
And I'm like, that was at one point where I decided that I'm only having particular guests on from now on, a certain genre of guest.
Right.
And it's come to the point now where it's only people I know or I've interviewed before that are coming on.
I think that sounds quite cool, like having a channeler on live, actually doing it there.
There she is.
It was...
Goddamn, the aliens took my internet down.
I just had to explain the channeler, and we didn't know what was going on, and people in the chat. But she didn't explain to us prior as to what format she was going to do, how she was going to do it. She just started making these noises, and we're like,
"That's freaking awesome, man!"
That
makes for great live TV, right?
No, it was awful. I had nowhere to go.
Like, I would love to get, what's his name? Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar, which is an alien. And he goes into the trance and he starts talking, like he'll go to like a conference, they'll ask him questions and he's channeling Bashar and responding. And a lot of the stuff he says is really freaking interesting.
Well, this one was, and I've just remembered what this person was doing. So you'd be talking and she'd go, well, and this is the entity that's talking, this alien. And it's going, well, you need to, and there's a lot of ermine. There's a lot of, the vocabulary didn't change from how she spoke.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that's why I wasn't convinced. That's why it takes a lot to convince me.
Yeah.
But I have to keep it together for everyone else. So
sometimes people message me and they're like, "You need to check your face right now."
Yeah.
I'll just be like,
All right. Nicole, I'll message you, Nicole, poker face, quick.
You have to vet some of these people before you get them on your show, right?
Yeah,
you have to look into them.
Everybody.
See, I don't do that.
You don't do it? Okay, so I don't do it either. And you know what JJ tells me? You need to vet. You need to vet.
You will learn, and you will learn the hard way.
I had a guy who told me
he was... But these make for some of the best episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. Wow. But some do not. That's the issue. You're stuck with someone and you need to fill an hour. and it's weird. So I totally get that.
Yeah,
Totally get it, man.
it's not. She is a lovely woman, lovely person. Nothing
I'm
against
sure.
her whatsoever.
But when she starts going,
And then- no, it was
What are you
more.
doing down there?
No, it was more.
get your hands up
It's
here.
more like Simpson
Hands where we can see
grunting.
them.
It was that. It was. It's like some it's like a rabid animal. And I
There
got
was
scared.
this movie, I think it's called Saved, and she's like kind of making fun of the church, like starts talking in tongues, but she's really just saying like vulgar things, like in a weird way. And they're like, "Look, she's saved," and that's what it reminds me of.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
It
This
wasn't
house
even-
is clean.
I don't know what it was, but never, ever again.
Number 3.
Where's your
Do
gun?
y'all do? Would you do 3? Do you do that, or you do this? Has anyone ever done this? Number 3, guys.
I don't know if I can
No.
do that.
Yeah?
I have to.
As
I
long as you
probably
don't do
can.
this.
How about
No,
that?
you can do that.
You can't do
do the
this.
voice.
Oh, sorry, you can't do this.
How about
Yeah.
this?
I love
Do
that.
that.
Yeah.
How about that?
I can't do it with this hand. No, I can't do it left hand.
How about
That's impressive.
What the heck
Number
is
3,
it?
you guys.
Andy, you're definitely a
Who's an
reptilian,
alien?
Andy.
Look at that. All right, number 3. What's number 3? Which one are we going
Number 3
with
is the mantids / insectoids. Now,
one of
I
my
don't like them.
favorites.
Very interesting.
Love 'em.
they're the scariest aliens out there, I think.
I
If you
like
see
that.
something like this,
They normally
Between
come with dark
7
connotations.
7 and 10 foot tall.
yeah. So the mantid aliens or insectoids are tall humanoid insect-like beings reported in abduction accounts, often characterized by a praying mantis appearance, large bulbous eyes, telepathic communication, and a calm supervisory role. Oh my God, great!
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
add that to the list. He's my supervisor kind of thing. Screw that.
But they also the ones that apparently that do the experiments or lead the experiments as to what's
Yeah.
going on. So
Mhm.
they're the ones that know,
Yes.
but they get the
There's a lot of
little
military
clones.
connotations.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
use the clones to do the actual dirty work for them. They don't get the hands,
They're,
what, the pincers dirty.
they're quite often with greys. They quite often
Yeah.
come together with greys. When I talk to
That's
people that
right.
have seen these things,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a team, man. What's up? One, I guess the grays,
Right.
especially the little grays, are like
They're the cloned.
they're they're like
Clone?
cyber, like what's the word I'm looking for? That's like organic and like artificial.
Biomechanical.
Cyborg.
Cyber.
Thank you, Nicole. So they're cybernetic, kind of like little beings, cyborg beings, and which were created by the tall grays, right? Because they don't like to do all that dirty, nasty work. They let
Don't
someone
like
else
to
do it.
anything.
But these, yeah, like you said, they're like in charge. These praying mantis looking beings are overseeing everything. And it says here they're described as between 6 and 9 feet tall, thin with upright human-like posture, light to gray-green or brownish skin, a large, dark, slanted eyes. Their behavior is often reported to them as having a calm intelligence, but cold demeanor, and often acting as doctors or researchers during experiments. Yeah, baby. Yeah, and like Tommy says, while not often as common as gray aliens report, mantis beings are often described as a superior to or supervising other alien species like the grays.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. I've talked
Very
to so many people that have had these entities in their room where the greys have been there as well.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah,
and,
I'd
and
love
it's
that.
come up so many times where people have, but it's never normally it's obviously not a positive thing. The people
Yeah.
that I've talked to, I'm not saying for everyone, but it's often very negative. You know, these people have not enjoyed this experience.
That sounds
I don't know,
terrifying.
what's wrong with him? No, I'm only messing.
That's because you're one of them, Andy.
I hear about them a lot in connection with like government stuff, like government experiments and things like that.
Terrifying.
And
So
they-
I
and they
kind of
seem to
wonder how
be able to-
closely, if they exist, our government's working with them.
Yeah.
You think so? I mean, why not, right? They work with all the
These
other
are-
ones.
These are like the lab technicians of the alien world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they
And a
seem
lot
to
of,
be able
like,
to
super
shapeshift as
secret
well.
programs.
Yeah. But then, so you said about insectoids as well. So then you have the ant people.
Oh snap!
Oh, that's a whole new podcast on its own.
Mhm.
The ant people.
Ant
Ant-Man?
people. No, this is where Anunnaki and all that come into it. It's
Mhm.
the ant people.
Mhm.
There's the Anunnaki and what's the other ones? The come on, someone help me.
The grasshopper people.
No, don't
Mothman.
talk. No, you have the Anunnaki. There was two big, like the main giants of the original human developers. There's Anunnaki and
Giants, the Nephilim?
Nephilim. So the Nephilim
Okay.
and Anunnaki look into ant people, and it'll take you down one or both of them routes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an eye opener.
So
That's in like Native American culture as well. The ant people, that goes way back.
oh
Thousands of years, and they're not. I don't mean they're not little, but it's a way that the insects ants are now, how they work together. You've got the red ants, you got the worker ants, all different. They're the only two that I know, by the way. These like something like 15 different species of ants, how they all do different stuff, but when needed, they all come together and do what they need to do. It's like, see if something needs rebuilding
Mhm.
or things need sorting out, they're all there to help each other out. But this is what the ant people are derived. The ants have derived from the ant people.
Oh. So do you think, like, in that kind of, I guess, idea, do you think that the reptilians derived from dinosaurs? Maybe is that a possible thing?
Or could it be the other way around?
That they created the dinosaurs? I've often thought that.
Could
Interesting.
be, like as a
The whole, like, God
input.
created man in his image. The reptilians created dinosaurs in their image.
Oh
Why not?
man, I like that.
Because if you look,
Nicole with the zinger. I love that one. That was a good one.
dinosaurs are not extinct. I don't mean pterodactyl. I'm talking iguanas,
Alligators.
geckos,
Birds,
alligators,
they evolved into
crocodiles.
birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're still about. There's
Yes,
some else, salamander.
you can save 15% on your car insurance, bro.
Not sponsored.
They need a sponsor. Hey, reach out.
Yes.
Come on.
We all
man.
do. We all do.
Down the one rabbit hole at gmail.com. Okay. The mantids, so you've interviewed a lot of people, right, Tommy, about that had experiences. What is, like, are there different experiences? Like, did one have a terrifying one and then another one like a really nice, benevolent kind of?
I'm sure I've spoken to people that have had positive, but it's normally negative. These experiences are normally negative. There's normally it's normally dark. It's normally dark when people describe this. What I found interesting is so many people explain the same things. And I know obviously the stories are out there, so you can pick up on other people's stuff, but it's normally the same. Like, people normally explaining it the same. And what's very interesting with a mantis is quite often these things seem to change. And what's the word when you change shape? I've gone blank. Shapeshift into something that it's normally children as well. It normally happens when they're children.
These memory.
Yeah, because I interviewed a guy that saw one of these entities very often, and still to this day. I think he's in like his 70s or early 80s now, and he's had experiences with these creatures since he was a kid. And he said when he used to see it as a kid, it used to present itself like Captain Hook, I think he said, or like a pirate. Yeah, and he would see it like that, and then obviously it would shapeshift and it would turn into like the mantis. So this thing was like projecting an image, but you hear that so often. Like, I've spoken to kids adults that have seen, like, when they were kids, saw like Santa Claus. You know, this thing like projects itself as something.
A screen memory. You
Yeah,
get screen
absolutely.
memory
Yeah.
from it. But
That's
have
it,
you
yeah.
noticed as well with the people that you speak to that even though it's not a very good encounter, I'm not going to say it's terrifying because, like you said, not everyone's the same. The mantid, the mantis, the insectoid type entity is the one that goes over to calm them down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it'll go over and like telepathically say, "Don't worry, it's not going to hurt. We're just going to do a few tests, this, that, and the other." You stake out and they touch him, either on with the finger on the forehead or the nose or somewhere, and they just get this warm,
Calming.
calm sensation goes right away through the body. That I've heard that
Aliens,
hundreds of times.
Xanax.
Yeah, you could do with some of that. But
They seem to
I've-
be in charge. They seem to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
leading the operation.
Yeah.
And so when they come into your house or they interact with you, they have this ability to kind of put you in a state where you're not going to leave. You're not going to go anywhere.
paralysis.
You're stuck. You're stuck
Yeah.
there. How would you react if you, like Nicole, if you saw one tonight while you were asleep and it walks into your room? How would you react to it? What would you do or say?
I hate bugs. I hate bugs. So if any of the mantids are listening, can you give me like a nice screen memory or something?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be abducted by a giant bug.
What would be the screen memory that you would use? What do you think you would want?
A giant roll of electrical
I
tape.
don't know. Like, can Jason Momoa like abduct me or something? Why has it got to be a giant bug?
Jason Momoa. Okay, yeah.
But I don't know.
That's a
I don't
good
really
one.
think there's much you could do.
Yeah.
I think, when you're in it, you just have to go with it because you can't fight them. You can't do anything. They put you in a state of paralysis. You can't move.
Right.
Mhm.
You
But
just
then I
sit
think also
there.
part of me would be like, all right, I'm going to find out what happens.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if they could help you. If like they're looking at you, they're doing experiments or whatever, and they say, "Oh, this guy's got, cancer or something. Maybe I can just clear it out for him." You know what I mean? Like they don't care enough about us
No.
to do stuff like that.
No,
I
the
thought he
stories
was
of
gonna
that have
say-
happened
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to
where
say,
people
he's
got
only got
abducted and then they're cured.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But I thought he was going to say, he's only got so many subscribers. Let's get him some more.
Yeah, I need to get to that Instagram 1 million, man. I'm getting close. I got to get there.
But yeah, it's like, but I know of a guy who
Yeah,
he lived down near Rendlesham,
Uh-huh.
and he used to get abducted quite a lot as a kid. But he's got
By mantids?
cystic something on his
Fibrosis.
kidney, either on his kidneys or his liver.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
So they used to
Cirrhosis?
take him. No, cystic. Do you know what women get it on their ovaries?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh,
know
a
what I
cyst.
mean?
Yeah.
Like a cyst. Yeah.
It's like it's like
Yeah.
these balls that
A cyst on his liver or something, right? Okay.
yeah, but it's called cystic something or other. I cannot remember.
doesn't
the
matter. He has something
correct
going
Moving on.
Anyway, so he used to get adopted all the time, and then he remembers like coming out of the craft and falling slowly,
snap.
but falling and then going through the ceiling, like passing
Wow.
through it and landing back in his bed. He'd remember everything about it. But when he got diagnosed with this condition on his kidneys,
Mhm.
they stopped taking him. So he doesn't know if they caused this condition or he got it, and that's when they just stopped taking it. They
That's
stopped taking
interesting.
it.
Because whatever they were experimenting on him, right? It could have caused it, like originally,
Yes.
and they went back and fixed that problem that they caused. That's interesting. I like that.
no,
thought.
they didn't fix it. He still got
No, they
it
just
now.
dropped it.
Oh, dude, that's messed up,
They-
bro. You
Like, we don't want you anymore. You're
stopped taking-
broken.
you break
They
it, you
stopped
buy it.
taking him.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's cold blooded. Like, this one's useless. He's
yeah. He's like, basically, you're not good to us
Mission-
anymore.
Good.
We ain't taking you back to Disneyland.
Wow.
cold blooded. We don't know what alien race did that, Andy.
I have got the interview on my YouTube channel, and it goes back so far back to the Dark Ages. I will find it and I will
Shameless
send
plug.
it
Drop
to
the
you.
link in there.
Internet UK. Just find it.
Watch them
Yeah.
all.
Just look. Just watch every episode until you find it.
Ignore me for the first 3 years. Then the last 2 are
No.
all right.
I've been ignoring you for the past 5 years.
Hey.
Oh man, whoosh, way downtown. That was beautiful.
David, remember you can kick people from the studio.
I do. Yeah, I saw that.
Not me.
Oh, not you. Okay.
He
Gotcha.
kicked me before. That's what happened.
I think we're gonna move on to number 4. I mean, I just want to. One thing I want to say about the mantids is that that would be, I think, a traumatic thing for me if I were to have to come across one of those things. Like, I'm so used to the grays that it would be scary, but it wouldn't be traumatic. But a praying mantis like being that's 7 or 8 or 9 feet tall, forget about it, dog. That would put me in a whole other.
You'd be asking questions. That is
Oh
when
my
you
God.
ask the questions, because they're the ones that can give you the answers.
Yeah, probably. But do they care enough to
Can I
answer?
get you on for an interview after this? Probably not.
Yeah.
Man,
Imagine
do
getting a
pre-record.
mantis on a podcast. That'd be incredible.
oh my God,
Yeah,
dude,
we do
that would break
pre-record.
everything.
Can you imagine that? He's
You know
agreed
what
to
you
come
could do?
on.
Can we just put this out there
He's-
in the universe? Anybody who identifies as a mantid, please come on.
No,
Yeah, but if you start going,
We've had people-
no.
We've had people that identify as different things, and they've been on, and they're never coming on again. So it's not happening, right? But you could do a pre-record with them for 2 hours, and then get your 2 hours back.
I see. Yeah. As
Well,
a
no,
screen
no.
memory. You can't
Yeah,
even remember
that's
you've done
fine.
it.
Or the
No,
extra
you
time.
still remember you've done it, but you get. So say you do it at 10 o'clock until 12, and you come back. It's 10 o'clock, so you're all right.
Ooh,
That'd be cool.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
And you're, what the hell is this? Why am I having to edit this? What?
Who's this
Just sleep with your
thick
laptop and
person?
microphone, just in case.
Yeah.
Getting beamed up.
Number
like,
4,
wait,
you guys.
Number
This one
4.
is one of my favorites. Is the Anunnaki. And this one, Nicole is the one who actually reminded me, because there was another one in this top 5, but she mentioned the Anunnaki. I was like, yes, we have to talk about the Anunnaki. So, did I get any information? I don't think I got it. Do y'all have anything on the Anunnaki? Oh, here we go. The Anunnaki are a group of deities of the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. In the earliest Sumerian writing about them, which comes from the post-Akkadian period, the Anunnaki are deities in the pantheon, descendants of An and Ki, and are the primary function. Their primary function was to decree the fates of humanity. I can't believe I got through all that with only one mistake. That's crazy.
Well,
Lord.
can I just give a quick update on that?
No.
So-
Yes, you can go ahead, sir. Go right ahead.
So I've just had a look as to what Anunnaki translates to. So it's
Break it down.
offspring of Anu, which also means those of royal or priestly blood.
Ooh.
So it's a bloodline again. So you
Yeah.
got that Na, the NNA, and Ki is usually interpreted as offspring, seed, or those who belong
Wow.
in Sumerian. And
Well,
that's
supposedly
pretty
they
much it.
came down like 450,000 years ago, and
Mhm.
they
But
altered human evolution.
Yes.
So
we're
they're
the
like
seventh. We're the seventh race. They was creating humans to mine gold, and the first 6 were really bad at it. That was it. Sorry.
Is that what like the pre-humans were, like Neanderthals and stuff like that? Is that what?
That might be why we don't see Neanderthal ghost, because they don't exist. They've been completely taken.
Ooh.
It was a dimensional thing, a frequency. It was a shift, and that's why you don't see them. Maybe why you don't see dinosaurs, because they don't exist any longer.
Interesting. I would love to see a Neanderthal ghost. That would be awesome. That would be scary.
Yeah.
But some people say Bigfoot and a Neanderthal ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have heard that.
Oh, Bigfoot ghosts.
No, how about
Yeah.
that?
Bigfoot is a ghost of Neanderthal.
Yeah, maybe. That's why there's
But Andy, did you hear too that supposedly in addition to the mining gold thing, they were trying to fix our atmosphere?
No.
Yep, they
That
were.
How
one.
so?
They were trying to repair our atmosphere because something had happened. Oh, sorry, not fix our atmosphere, fix their atmosphere. They need gold
Oh,
to fix their atmosphere.
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Their planet, right? Where they're from, exactly. Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know
Go
why
ahead,
they
Nicole.
need gold for their atmosphere,
It's to do with the
but
minerals
something
inside
apparently
it.
happened, and they need to. And our planet was rich in gold.
Was.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got everything fixed because I keep hearing stories that they're coming back.
Oh.
They will be returning or whatever.
Isn't it something to do with like a planet? Like
The 12th planet.
their planet will get close enough for us to
Nibiru.
jump on. Not jump on. Get a rocket
Yeah.
to, maybe. I don't know.
Get the number 16.
Yeah.
Only stops twice. The moon and the dark side of the moon.
One of my favorite stories about this is the idea that they, like Andy was saying, they struggled with different humans and then they finally got one and they decided to splice their DNA with ours. And then now if you actually look at our DNA, because we've gotten so advanced that we can, do the genome project and all that stuff, they have noticed there are certain cuts in our DNA and they don't know what those cuts are for, but they're possibly like connections that have abilities that these Anunnaki may have had, and they didn't want us to have it because then we would overthrow them. Go ahead, Andy.
It's capped. The DNA is capped to stop it from expanding. So it's literally like putting a plastic cap on the end, like you would with a plant or a tree or whatever. You put a copper thing on it to stop it growing anymore. It's literally the equivalent of that to stop it expanding. So we cannot evolve from that. That DNA cannot evolve from what it is.
But what if we can do it now? Because now we have a lot more technology than we did back then. What if we can go in there now and remove those caps?
Apparently, you can do it yourself, and this is what the what's it called? Hallucinogenics. You can do it with the hallucinogenics and what have you.
Like DMT and
DMT, licking a toad, all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Licking your alien in a jar.
Yeah, drinking its juice.
That'll do something.
Yeah, I won't be drinking that. Trust me.
Do you think that's why they say we only use like 10% of our brains or whatever? I don't know how they know that, but
Well, no, that's false. We actually use about 85%. I was
really?
Yeah. It's,
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's a myth or something.
No, it's okay.
It is. It's a myth. Yeah.
Really?
We use 10. When they say about 10%, it's 10% of different parts of what you can and can't do. But in total, it's something like 85%.
So we're still missing 15. So what's that? Why?
Well,
That's the part
that
that's
15.
to the consciousness.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's the subconsciousness. What Nicole said. Yeah. So you do use
I never understood
it,
how they would know that though. How do they know we only use a certain amount? I don't know.
Because they mouth it.
Very scientific.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some of us use only 10% and the rest,
That's
think that's
true.
me.
I know a few that
that
only use 10.
Absolutely.
If that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that should be another topic. NPCs. I remember put that down. I love that topic.
That is a good topic.
Yeah.
That is a good topic. I work with a few of them.
With the DNA thing, there's also the whole blood type thing that Rh negative. Supposedly, if you're Rh negative, then your DNA has been altered. You have some kind of alien DNA in you at some point.
What?
Did you know that's not the rarest either?
Mm-hmm.
Rh negatives used to say that was the most rare. That's alien blood. But apparently AB negative is more rare than that.
Well, negative just means like the positive or negative, whatever. So you can
Yeah.
be RH negative.
Nicole, can you say that again? What you were saying just a second ago?
So there's a lot of studies done on people with RH negative blood, and it's a very high level of people who are abductees have RH negative blood.
What?
People who have psychic abilities have RH negative bloods. There's whole like Facebook groups and everything for that. Where people who have that blood type connect, because supposedly at some point they have some alien DNA in them, and that's what made it negative.
So those are the star seeds, you would
So
think, right?
can I just give you a thing on that? My mum was RH negative. She is one.
And what do you have, Andy? Do you have like B
So
negative or something?
She's one of 10. So there's 8 sisters, 2 brothers. None of them. There's only her that had RH negative. I've got AB negative. And this is how I found out that it was more rare. So I had a hernia operation a few years ago. And so I asked him what my blood type was, because you've got to pay like $50 to find out, otherwise I'll give blood. And they went, oh, you're AB negative. He goes, we need to know that, because if you need a transfusion while you're having the operation, because the chances are you could also die, we need to make sure we got the blood. But yours is one of the rarest that there is, so we need to make sure we're stocked up on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, RH negative blood affects like 15% of people, and you lack the rhesus D antigen on your red blood cells. It's inherited and it's a recessive trait. But if you are a woman and you're pregnant and you are RH negative, they have to give you a shot, because otherwise you can't like carry the baby to term, because your body will like attack it.
Interesting.
Can I just tell you about AB negative?
Yes, go right ahead.
It's the rarest blood type in the world. I did not know this. I'm kind of scared now. Nobody like slice me open or anything, please. Only about 1% of people have it. It combines the A and B antigens on the red blood cells, but does not have the HD antigen. So I've got A and B are both present on your red blood cells. The RH factor is absent. Plasma contains no anti-A or anti-B antibodies.
Did y'all just see that?
What happened?
My whole the bottom part of the screen glitched in a way I've never seen it before while Andy was talking. Like Nicole and Andy, it was like all of Nicole below her chin and a part of Andy did this weird glitch.
Oh my God.
I've never seen that.
On Tea Time the other night that happened, and it was a glitch, and I like went frame by frame, and it like the whole screen like moved over.
Yes. I've noticed Nicole's does that when we do ours.
That was cool, man.
Can I ruin it for you, or do you want to keep it all paranormal?
No,
let's keep it paranormal.
But, like,
You keep it paranormal.
Because this was going on,
It's
and
a
then like you
technical
see
thing,
like,
Basically,
That was an attack.
That's what it looked like.
You know
That's exactly what it looked like.
Can I tell you what it really is?
Yeah,
I found out.
yes.
It's
Only if I can tell you what your alien in a jar is.
yeah. So it's when you have a camera plugged in and it's either not connecting proper, or it's something to do with the software. It's glitching between the camera connection and the live stream. So it's that little bit of interaction in between that's not quite hitting it where it's supposed to. So it's glitching. The whole of my camera used to do it across the top all the time.
Okay.
I did only pay $12 off it from eBay. So,
But the glitch looked amazing.
It looked good.
Like it looked so 8K. I mean, it was beautiful for a flash. I had never seen that before. I've seen glitches. Never seen that. That was strange.
I think it was reptilians. I don't think that was a natural. I don't think that was natural.
Sometimes my camera can't pick up my human form, so it glitches for a minute.
Yeah. Are you Anunnaki, Nicole?
It might be. I mean, I am RH negative, so you know, it could
Oh,
You are.
What type are you two?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I need to find out, man.
Oh,
I only know
positive.
because I had to get the shot when I was pregnant.
Wow. That is cool. So what do you? I mean, let's. Have you ever been abducted? Have you ever had an experience?
Not that I know of.
You ever miss time or have any kind of strange
I feel like I
night?
miss time a lot, but not in like a paranormal way. I'm just like, oh shit.
In
where's the
a-
time?
Okay.
Yeah, I should be on a podcast at 3:30 on a Wednesday.
Traffic.
I'm still
I
driving
get out of work
home.
at 3, I zoom home, but if I get stuck behind one slow person,
Yeah,
They do say most people don't know if they've been abducted.
Right.
I spoke to a lady called Linda Thompson before, a really nice lady,
Yeah.
and she believes, with her research, that 1 in 4 people get abducted. And I know that seems quite a lot, but when you talk to people that have had these experiences, it is normally like a dream memory and like regression, and you'll get like flashbacks, and so it might, possibly, I don't know.
well, I know I've got missing time. I've been told that I've got missing time by remote.
You've been
viewer.
told you've got missing time?
By remote viewer. So I'll give the
Oh,
remote viewer
okay.
my coordinations, and they told me literally when it happened. So
Oh. Is
And
it the
all
same
make-
lady that was going? No,
definitely not.
okay, just checking.
Yeah.
So that whole thing about the blood is fascinating to me because I've read on that, and it makes me wonder: is it a like a DNA thing, or is it when they bring you on the ship, are they pumping you with this blood? Are they giving you a transfusion while you're up there? What? Why? And it's only
Look.
15%.
Look at the
Yeah.
bloodlines of world leaders and what blood type they have.
yeah.
Nicole, run for Congress.
Give it a shot. But
You
no,
probably would.
it is really, really interesting because if it's only 15% of the population, and I looked it up at one point, I can't remember the numbers now, like 15% of the population have this blood type, but something like 80% of abductees have this blood type.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow,
So it's kind of like a weird correlation there.
that's freaking
That is
bizarre.
interesting. That's very interesting.
Yep.
All right, well, let's move on to number 5,
Fine.
lady and gentleman.
Mhm.
And I use the term gentleman loosely.
Yeah.
That was it for you, Tommy. You come on the lady.
That's, I can be what I want.
Is
I
that
don't
what
know how you
Mum
got
told-
Tommy here without a birthday cake.
Is that
Hey.
what Mum told you yesterday? When you go on there, tell them you can be anything you want.
Tommy's a legend, man. Tommy shows up. He's a legend.
Love
Yeah.
Tommy.
Legend, man.
You're a legend. You're all legends.
The Greys, number 5. The
Mm,
most
Ooh, the OG.
famous,
the little shysters,
the little. Nicole froze again.
frozen,
She's probably running
Uh-oh.
for Congress right
been
now.
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
poor
having a-
Nicole.
She's having a blood taken
Yeah.
just to make sure.
This is
She's
missing
back.
time.
Yay!
Where's my
Time.
missing time? I just got abducted, guys.
Guys.
What do you remember?
Nothing.
Did you see Mr. Biden on your travels?
Mm.
No.
Jim
None of
Carrey?
them. None of the
No.
Bidens.
No.
Have y'all seen that it looks like a dog robot with Elon Musk's head on it running around some town? You haven't seen that? It's hilarious. It is hilarious. It's a small little robot dog and its head, it's a giant Elon Musk head. And when you address it, like you go and you talk to it, it stops and looks at you and it goes, like it's, I don't know what the hell, dude. It's crazy.
Is it real? Is it like a real video?
It's a real
Yeah,
thing. It's
it
out
is.
there. Yeah.
Whoa.
It
Yeah.
just,
Bet it's not an X, is it?
I doubt it. It's not flattering on
No.
Mr. Musk. So it's
Not at
hilarious.
all.
But the Greys, guys, the Greys
Greys.
are the
Greys.
most,
The talls and the smalls.
The common.
the common one. Yeah, exactly. Do you guys have any stories on the Greys? Anyone have any experiences with the Greys?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Personally, not. I mean, I did have a weird sleep paralysis thing once where it was very strange, man, because I talked to someone that had an experience where they were like kind of in a sleep paralysis state where there were doctors around him and they suddenly switched to like greys. And I had a very similar experience a few weeks later, but I don't know if that's because that was in my subconscious and I was thinking about that. But I was basically just sitting on my couch and it was quite late at night and I was sort of falling asleep. And I had this weird, like, it was like a dream. I think it was a dream, but this doctor came in and he suddenly switched to a grey in my dream, and I suddenly woke up and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" That could be just because I talk about this stuff a lot, and it was a weird thing. I don't know what that was. It could have just been a bad dream. I hope.
There are so many cases of the Greys abducting people and running experiments. There's stories that, they made some what do you call it, treaties with the United States that they will give some technology if they're allowed to abduct people.
Yeah.
Right, going back to the 50s. This is a story. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it's a story. And I know a lot of stories from like higher ups, like military higher ups, that on their deathbed or like during their lives, they tell their children, whatever you do, do not go to the northwest of the United States. Don't go camping. Just don't do it. And they'll ask them, well, why? And usually at their deathbed, they'll be like, because that's where they abduct people the most.
Oh,
Really?
There you go. Tommy, when we going?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
Let's do it.
I don't know what I was listening to the other day, but they were talking about the Greys being kind of like a next step in human evolution. Like, so if you look at our evolution from like hairy, tall, suited for like life out in the wilderness, and then the Greys, as you go on, like, all right, lost all the body hair, our heads got bigger, we lost the claws and the ability to survive out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
And then the Greys are like next step in that evolution.
They don't leave the house, sort of thing. They stay in the community.
Yeah.
They don't have the survival skills to be away from home for like a
to
couple of
support the
days.
brains, and they don't need reproductive things. They don't.
Or do
need
they?
clothes. Have you ever seen a Grey with some junk?
With the wiener? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen a Grey. That's
There you go.
for me. I would love to see one. Without, of course.
What we talking?
I'm just saying, like, they have clearly evolved past the need for certain things that.
Well, isn't that why they're coming back to do the experiments on us? Because that's where they go, is to the reproductive organs.
That's one of the
They've-
stories.
They've lost that
Yeah.
access, should we say? That's why they keep coming back.
Yeah.
What-
Well, some people think they're time traveling humans from the future. The Greys,
Right.
Could
Yes.
be.
because evolution.
What if that is what AI becomes?
We've said this, haven't
Oh.
we? We've said this so much.
Yes, or what
Oh.
happens when we connect
In-
with AI and
Yeah.
integrate.
Yeah, because they
Like
seem
the
to not
term-
have.
We become the Terminator, but not
Mhm.
the Arnold Schwarzenegger, more the Danny DeVito. the little Grey.
Yes, I heard that story a lot about them being from the future. They are evolved humans. And the reason why they're coming back is because they've lost the ability to reproduce, and they're trying to come back to the earlier humans where they're like, I don't know, the 80s, 90s, whatever. Those are good, right? We can use them. And they kind of create hybrids. And there are a lot of abduction stories where women are abducted that have, like, they're pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then they get abducted, and when they wake up the next morning, they're no longer pregnant, and it's complete, like the fetus is completely gone.
I know someone. Tommy's met them as well, who that's happened to.
Who is it, Andy? I can't
I'll
think of.
tell you fair.
Oh, you can't do that.
Telling you without telling you.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did meet her.
Wow.
First time when we went to Bridgewater.
Oh, I'm gonna try and narrow this down.
Mm.
So what was the story like? How did it go down?
Well, I know there's somebody else that was regularly abducted. They was being used to create these hybrids, and that's it, really. There's more to it than that, but that's the main gist of the story. That's what they was used for, just to create these hybrid aliens that they've now got at wherever these Greys live to
Right.
carry on their humanity. I
They
suppose.
take them back to the future. Back
Do
to
they
the
have-
freaky.
Do they have brown hair? I'm going to try and work out what this is.
We're gonna play Guess Who.
No.
Do they wear glasses?
Yes.
He's breaking it down.
I think I know.
Blonde hair. Sharp
Blonde hair.
Andy, just put it in the private chat.
Just put it. Just,
He
Otherwise,
loves
we're gonna play
intrigue.
Guess Who for the next
just put
20
it.
minutes.
Just put it out there.
He loves intrigue.
I know.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you without telling you.
But one of the famous stories, of course, of the Greys is Roswell, right? So that
Yeah.
you know it now? Oh,
I
I
know.
see it too in the
I
chat.
know.
Yeah.
I know who
Wow.
it is. It is. I won't say.
It does
Person.
absolutely nothing for me because I don't know who you're talking about. But Roswell, for example, that is one of the main
Yeah.
stories of Greys, like one of the first big time, like well known. Because didn't the military mess up in that first day and actually say that they saw a flying saucer?
Yeah,
The
they
guy-
didn't watch that story fast enough.
The guy can never remember his name. He got the stuff. Took photos of it. He shared it out. Then he had to turn around within 48 hours and say, no, it was a hot air balloon and he's there with some
Yeah,
plasticky tinfoil.
right. So
Yet-
Marshall, I think his name is, or he was
I can't
Up there.
remember it.
he had pictures of the actual,
I seen the
Wreckage.
pictures the other day. This
and then
photos
pictures
is
of the
still
actual
alive. yeah.
of the fake stuff of the
Yeah.
balloon, which is hilarious that people like, oh, okay.
I tell you what you want to
Yeah.
watch though. If you want to try and work out for yourself if Greys are real or not, watch the Skinny Bob interview.
I actually have that written down. Yeah.
Skinny Bob.
Yeah.
You're talking
Just
about the
watch-
interview?
Yeah, where they talk to him. They talk
Okay,
to the
so-
Grey. He's in a holding cell.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Is there a video of them?
Yeah.
The only
yeah,
Skinny
yeah.
Bob video I have, I think, are different. I think there's Skinny Bob where it looks like they're looking him up and down, and then another where there are three of them walking to talk to whoever government
Oh,
officials.
he's in a room and they're talking to him and he's telling them like we're here to save humanity. We're doing this, we're doing that. Just watch it.
Well, there's many videos like that where they're interviewing these guys, and one of them is like the interviewer is a dick. He's a dick, and the alien is giving him all like what he's like being honest with him and telling him all this stuff, and it sounds accurate to me what he's saying. And this guy is just
it
being
could be the same video.
yeah. So that's not the Skinny Bob video. Well, that's I mean they could
It's-
call him Skinny Bob. He looks different than I'll show you what I have here.
Yeah.
Which is
I
really
just call
interesting.
him
But
Skinny Bob because it's the video that come out around the same time as Skinny Bob.
right.
Sure it is.
Right. So the interesting thing about that crash, isn't it around the time that the U.S. government was working with nuclear weapons
Mm-hmm.
and tests?
Yes, it was in the same area. So he was doing the atomic bomb dropping down at Utah on the Salt Lakes.
Yeah.
So Roswell isn't a million miles away from there, is it? I don't know.
No,
My
it's
geography
not.
of America is not that good. So
But
yeah, they would
whenever
drop.
you have nuclear activity, you have a high occurrence of UFO sightings.
Mhm.
Like because in New York they had Indian Point, and there was always UFO sightings around there before they shut that down.
But look at what happened with West Virginia, Mothman, the old TNT area. I know it wasn't nuclear, but it was still ammunition. And these cryptids and all these different things were sighted. Indrid Cold, the Grinning Man, and the Men in Black. And there's just loads and loads of stuff going on over this two-year period. It's
So the
still-
testing was going on in New Mexico,
Yep.
right? The crash, also New Mexico. So the story goes that they got there and there is 2 dead and 1 alive.
Yeah.
And then the military showed up, and who knows what happened to the dead, but they captured the living one.
Apparently, the dead ones are still in glass jars in some holding basement
In
somewhere.
Andy's office.
So here is Skinny Bob right now. I'll just give you an image of what he looks like. That is Skinny Bob. Check out the turtleneck. It's really stylish.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Ah, I like it.
Well, they didn't
You should-
want him to be naked.
That's the one that the interview. Sure, it is.
Okay. So I wish I had the video to show. It's from a certain now gone YouTube user. They were shut down completely. But the video shows, you see the eyelids right up here. I don't know if you can see my arrow, but you see the eyelids. In the video, you can see it moving, and it looks freaking
But have
amazing.
you seen it where they peel the black off? Apparently, that's a black membrane what they put over their eye to
Mhm.
help with the UV and radiation.
Well, yeah, supposedly they have somewhat human-looking eyes underneath that film, and the gray film that covers their body,
It's
that's
like a
a suit
paint on
of
suit.
sorts. Yes.
Yeah.
A suit?
A suit to
Interesting.
protect them from the elements.
So you keep talking about this alien in a jar, this little grey. He's more of a little orange.
No, we
offense,
don't.
Tommy. Do you want to see it?
Is he ginger?
Ginger.
He's a ginger alien.
No, he
I'm
is.
probably,
Look at that
I'm probably
color.
related.
Yep, that's typical
head-
bull gray.
His head moving. Look, man.
Oh, his
So
eyes
trying
are
to-
open now.
His eyes opened.
Hey, buddy.
Does he have the film on them?
I don't think so.
That's my great
But his
Great.
eyes have opened.
grandmother.
There you go.
Get it tested, Andy. Get it
His
tested.
eyes. So I got it, and it's in the liquid like this. I cleaned it out because it's full of crap at the bottom, and then topped it up,
Yes.
filled it up, cleaned it, put it in water. Then it started to grow fungi and everything on it.
Mm.
So then I emptied it out, and now what's in it is literally 100% alcohol. So it's pickling.
Put a drop of your blood in there. See what happens.
Oh,
Like it.
AB
Like it-
negative.
man, look at that.
Beautiful.
No.
You
No.
didn't show his little baby butt crack.
There you go. There you
Do
go.
not drop it. Do not
Ooh.
drop it, dude.
Is it a boy or a girl? Do we know? Do we know what sex
No.
it is?
Legs are crossed.
Ah,
It
I
doesn't
just
matter.
got-
We don't
It's
have
a
all
girl.
day. We've discussed this.
yeah.
I just got
Sexuality
a
goes.
pounding headache. doing
What?
What?
Because you've
From
had to listen
touching
to
it?
us for 100 or hour and 45
that. I
minutes.
just started banging.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah. See, it's going now.
Oh, good. I couldn't stand the thought of you suffering.
No.
It would hurt me.
No. Yeah.
I'm sure they're off. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
What? The Grays.
Please. Get to know our alien visitors from Zeta Reticuli.
Zeta.
First contact.
So,
Beautiful.
how did they know it was 75,000 years BC?
Was you there?
No
I
one
was
was there.
I was there. I don't know. This is something I saw and I thought this is cool. I'll share this out. I totally missed that first contact bullshit. But I love the Zeta Reticuli, the areas of operation, Australia, Europe, the United States, Canada. They are
I like their abilities.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
the bottom-
I
the
forgot
bottom
about
one.
the invisibility that they can like cloak.
I like the bottom one. Stun. Go around
Stun.
stunning people.
Yeah, Andy
Put
tried
your
to bring
phasers
a
on
stun gun home. he tried to get a stun gun, but
$40, but I don't think they'll let me back to the UK with one. I was tempted.
anyone know any gray stories? Anyone got anything stories with the
I
grays?
know a couple of people that claim that they was taken by greys and they did a screen memory on them, and they were taken, but they'd go through the walls, they'd go through the roof, they wouldn't have to physically open any of the entrances to get in and out of the building. They can materialize, dematerialize. If you want some really fascinating content,
I do.
just get the book Stardust Ranch. It's Robert Edmond who moved in there. Listen to any of the podcasts that he died a couple of years ago, unfortunately. Such a top guy. And
Was he?
I
Was he the one? Sorry.
I was going to get him on the show, and then his wife messaged me saying that he'd passed away. I'm like,
Who's this again?
I'm so sorry.
Man.
What's the name on this?
Robert Edmund. I think his wife's Mary or Margaret.
John
She-
Edmund.
Is
John
it
Edmund.
John?
Yes. Yeah. You're talking
John? Oh, John.
about Stardust Ranch, right?
Stardust. Is it
Stardust
Robert
Ranch?
Edmund then?
Mhm.
Is Robert his son, or am I just making names up?
You might be
It's
making
John.
names up.
We covered this on 1-0, but
Yeah.
the here's the thing about that story. He claims to have killed 18 or 19 of the Greys.
Yeah. So what he did in his house, so
Mhm.
they bought this ranch, and he was never more than 8 foot away from a type of a weapon, whether it's
Right.
a baseball bat, a gun, a sword, so he could just reach, grab it, and he'd be saying he'd be watching TV in like a summer house out the back, and he'd see him through the window, and he'd just like be stepping through a portal, just materializing.
Yeah.
So as they're doing that, he's just reaching down to grab whatever he needs to get. And like another bit was he was in bed and just trying to take him. He punched it as hard as he could. It was like a helium balloon. He hit it and he just went and come back like the Hopkinsville
Oh,
goblins.
Do you know
Hopkinsville
why
goblins?
he had weapons?
Yeah, because he was there on a daily trying to get him and killing dogs and killing cattle. There was men in black that were phasing through wrought iron gates to get up and down the pathway. When they first moved into the house, there's a guy walking down who had been living in the shed and that. He goes, "Look, this is my property. You need to get off." He goes, "Who are you anyway?" He went, I'm the monster. What did he say? Monster hunter. He's like, "What the hell?" And he goes, "Just get off. You're a bit of a nutcase." He went, "All right, I'm going, but you're going to regret this."
They should have let the monster hunter stay.
whoa.
And it
Have you
just
guys-
went.
Ever
So-
read Communion by Whitley
Yes.
Strieber?
I have a signed copy of his book.
Yeah. So that
Wow.
I love that book. That was one of the first like alien books that I read, and that actually takes
Cool.
place right here in the Hudson Valley.
Wow.
Yeah. So
He's strange, Whitley. He's a little strange.
Met him
Can you
once.
blame him?
Like that of his book.
But the thing that I thought was interesting was the owl connection with the Greys.
Yeah.
That number
Mhm.
one screen memory for the Greys is owls. 'Cause have you ever seen an owl without feathers? It looks
Oh,
like
when it stood
a
up,
gray.
Mhm.
baby. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, I've never seen
So
that.
this is
look
the
at it.
thing. So where I grew up, where I had all these like being UFO encounters and that, we used to have a bat boiler in the chimney breast. Anyway, it was all filled in, and we got the central heating put in back in the 70s. There was an owl that was nesting in the chimney at the top. So we'd hear it most nights, but most nights there was stuff going on. I'd go to bed and it'd feel like there's loads of different beings surrounding the bed when I'm going to sleep, and I'd just close my eyes and I'd wake up in the morning. That's why I think there's more than one contactee case, so to speak. And then this owl it stopped. Now, owls don't just stop. You always get like more of them, or they keep coming back, but it just stops and never come back. So was that to do with the alien abductions? I don't know.
Oops. Hit the wrong button. My bad.
Skinny owl.
Skinny Bob. Here's what
Bob.
Nicole just sent me. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh no, it did not. I did not pull it up. I was not able to pull it up. My bad.
Yeah, but if you look the shape of the eyes, like the baby owls, the shape of its head, the beak, and everything.
They're
If you look
freaky
at that
looking.
from a distance with a flashlight on it, it can look like a grey.
Mhm.
I had a guest on called Mark Wyatt, and he had an interesting story when he was driving through the Cornish countryside. A lot happened to him this evening, but this was like the final top off. He was driving through the countryside, and he had some missing time that night. He had a lot of weird stuff going on, and he was driving along, and all of a sudden he came across like he described it as a 6-foot owl, like a normal looking owl. but it was like
Holy
6
crap.
Yeah, which
That's
obviously
freaky.
that is freaky.
What
That
year was this? You know, because the Owl Man of Mowden in Cornwall was 1996.
I can't remember exactly.
In the
It wasn't
70s.
too long ago. Yeah,
And about 2003, 2004.
which is like the
Dayvid
UK Mothman.
spoke about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's what Nicole was talking about.
Tell me that's not an alien. Look at that thing.
Whoa,
That's freaky, man.
bro, that is an alien.
Yeah, like the eyes, the head.
I love it.
That is.
I
Whoa.
love it. Look at the eyes, man. Yeah, the black eyes. What the heck?
Black-eyed owl.
Andy,
Beautiful.
you sure you haven't got an owl in the jar? You sure it's not an owl?
Who?
The alien in the jar might be an owl.
Who?
But going back to Stardust Ranch, when the Edmonds bought that place, that was their dream home. It was 10 acres,
Yes.
had a house on it. The story goes that when they purchased it, they went in, there was furniture, everything was set up. Whoever lived there before left everything there.
Oh,
They
this
just
is the best bit.
They had to get the hell out, right?
Amazing.
So when they go in, they're like, okay, are you going to remove all this furniture? Like, yeah, sure, we'll remove it. And they're ready to move. They go to a moving day and they open the house and all the furniture's still there.
Yeah.
And so they're like, they call the realtor and like, hey man, I thought you said you're going to get everything out of here. And says, oh, well, I'm so sorry. We'll go ahead and get that. It'll be gone. Don't worry about it. So they leave and they come back a day later. Everything's completely gone. It's empty. And they're like, okay, great. So they go into the backyard where the pool is at. And everything that was in the house was in the pool, in the emptiness of the pool.
It gets better.
Go ahead.
So they phone the real estate company and say, look, thanks for like emptying the house. And say, but why the hell have you thrown it in the pool? It's like, oh, we've not done it. We got in touch with the removal company. They're on holiday till tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're coming the day after. We've not been. So whatever you're talking about has got absolutely nothing to do with us. You can listen to the voice notes that we've left them and to say, and that they're not going to be there until this particular day.
Who moved that stuff?
Wardrobes, clothing, furniture, pottery, just inside the pool.
Who did that?
Aliens. Aliens.
It was aliens. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
So the reason that Mr. Edmund decided to get weapons, because he's not a weapon dude. He was not this way. As a matter of fact, he was a pillar of his,
Did you
community.
hear about the sword?
Both him and his wife were pillars of their community, right? And when they started to have these abduction deals, when first they were taking his wife, they took John as well, right? They took them both. But one night, John actually saw his wife being floated through, and here are three gray aliens walking with her, and he's trying to stop them, telling them she doesn't want this. They could not be reasoned with. He said, I tried everything. They cannot be reasoned with. That's why he bought all those weapons.
But that's
Do
terrible.
you know the
must feel
sword
so
story,
helpless.
though?
Yes, I do.
You can't do anything.
What's that, Nicole? I'm sorry.
I said it must be awful to feel so like helpless. You're seeing, your loved ones being and you can't stop it.
And he couldn't talk about it because he felt that if he mentioned any of this, it would ruin his reputation. He would he thought he was going to lose his job. His wife would lose her job. They thought they really couldn't talk about it. So he took matters into his own hands. And like Andy's about to talk about right here, right, Andy, with the sword.
You tell it.
So what happens is he has shot, stabbed,
How he
beheaded.
got the sword.
What's that?
You know
What's that?
how he got the sword?
No, go ahead.
From the
Go
sword
ahead.
store?
No.
I would
They're
say-
driving into town, into Phoenix to go and get some stuff because it's in Rainbow Valley,
Mhm.
and there's a truck in front of them with all bits of crap on it, and something falls off it. So he pulls up alongside, gets out, and there's this sword about 6-7, proper broad sword.
Mhm.
And he's like, what the hell? So he's trying to flash his truck down and what have you, and the truck just keeps going and going. So he's like, well, I might as well keep it now. That is the sword that probably saved his life.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Well, did you know about the material he collected?
There was all sorts.
So now, here's what happens here. Okay. Like I said before, he shot him and they would fall and die. And then he says they would disappear. Oops.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then he would stab them and they would die, and then they would disappear. And he couldn't understand what the hell is going on. Why are they disappearing? So he wanted to try to hold on to one of them. He beheaded one with the sword, right? The body disappeared, but the head was still there. And so he kept the head. Yeah, he kept the head, and then the next day it was gone. So this one in particular, he stabbed one, and it disappeared, but there was material on the sword. So he collected the material, he put it in a bag, he took it to one of his scientist friends. They ran it through all these tests, and the guy basically came back saying the material is not of this earth. It is not earth material.
But did you hear what else happened? He did get another one. He chopped its head off and he put it in the freezer. He put the body in the head before it vanished, bagged them up, put them in the freezer, and he kept some of it. He sent one away. He sent them to different labs. Some of them lost the evidence.
Right.
He sent it to different ones, but one of them was still one of his mates, and he still has.
So you're saying he sent the body in the head to a...
No, he's got the body in the head there in a secret location, but he sent some samples, chopped it up a bit and sent it out. So his mate who's got these other labs, they've got different bits at different labs that are under high security.
Here's the interesting thing about that is that this guy, his friend, the scientist friend of his, put it on the internet, what he found. Exactly what he found. It's up there. When Amanda talked about it on her show, she had the material. She was reading it out. When I started Dayvid Don't Know, the first episode was with Amanda, and we talked about this. She could not find that evidence anymore. It's gone. It's scrubbed from the internet. So if you guys are out there and you look for it, if you can look for it, if you find it, let me know. Send it to me because I want to look at that. But we couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. She couldn't find it. It was crazy that it's gone. I think it's absolutely crazy. Yeah.
Wow, man.
I love that story, though. Thanks for bringing it up, Andy. Love that story.
One of my favorites ever.
Man, I wish you would have got him on the show.
My goal is to find this. If it exists,
yes,
I'm going to find it.
It's got to be there somewhere.
It's going to bug me until I do.
Awesome. Well, she ended up having to leave the ranch because after he died, she tried to, she tried to GoFundMe, try to save it. Apparently that didn't work. And they basically have chopped up the 10 acres into 10 1-acre places, and they've started building on it. Wow. I'm curious if the people are still experiencing this same kind of thing. Because one thing that John did mention, he started to realize that they were coming through portals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that was really interesting is that there was, in his house, he had these big glass windows. And every time they would try to come through this portal, the windows would shake. Like the whole place would shake and rattle. And then he would go to the portal where they come out, and they would put an arm through to see if it's safe, right? And if it was safe, they would come out. Well, John started to grab them by the freaking arm and yank them in and stab them or hit them or do something,
Oh my God, it's not funny, but I'm just picturing this guy just battling these little aliens.
Man.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm
Weird,
checking
right?
checking on chat now, and it's coming up. There's no peer evidence of any of it. It's just been saying these stories.
I've seen it, dude. I've seen it online.
Wow.
It's gone. It's scrubbed.
We know the powers that be. They don't want us knowing.
No.
But it's weird when they take stuff down, because it's like, why? Why would you take something down if there's no truth to it?
Well, they found
there's a lot of stuff out there.
There's blood on the ceiling, blood on the walls, blood on the floor, and it was non-human blood.
Wow.
So
crazy story. I love that story.
Mm-hmm.
William C. Levengood, who's the independent biophysicist,
his friend,
is linked to John Edmonds.
Nice.
So,
all right, well, guys,
that's it.
I just want to thank you guys for joining me. I guess we're gonna go ahead and come to an end. It's over 2 hours long, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know Andy's got to go here in a second, but thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Tommy, can you please let everyone know where to reach you?
Yeah, Let's Get Freaky podcast. You'll see my little ginger face with a Bigfoot, a grey alien, and a ghost. And Let's Get Freaky wherever you listen to your podcast, and we're also on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, man.
Go follow him. He's a legend, man. I'm telling you right now.
You're a legend.
His stuff
You're
is
all legends.
We're gonna start
awesome.
this again.
I love you all.
Nicole, can you let us know where we can reach you?
Yeah, so find me at fullmoonparanormal.com, Full Moon Paranormal on all social medias. Look for the fairy and the moon, and that's us.
Yes, I love it. And Andy, the leader of Alien 8 UK, can you please let us know where we can find you, big dog?
I am. So
Look
that's
at
the
that thing.
logo. Alien 8 UK. YouTube. Just type Alien 8 UK. YouTube,
On YouTube?
Instagram, Facebook.
Go ahead and subscribe to each one of these guys. You will not regret it. It's awesome stuff. Thank you guys for joining me.
you.
If
Thank
it's
you for having
interesting
us.
to you, go down that rabbit hole and go deep. Thank you, guys. See you guys later.
Yeah, I got fire in my chest. Yeah, you're now rocking with the best. Yeah, listen to that sound. Yeah, it's Dayvid and this is Deeper Down. Already know. Dayvid going deeper down in the rabbit hole. One mic, one topic. Laser focus flow. Pull one thread and watch the whole thing blow. Maps on the wall, red string stretched tight. Late night digging in the pale blue light. Facts get twisted, truth gets bent. We don't skim headlines, we investigate intent. Welcome to the round table, take your seat. Truth tastes different when you chew on the meat. From whispers in the dark to the stars in the sky. From hidden hand plays to the question of why. Conspiracies cover up shadows that creep. Ancient stories buried 6 levels deep. Ghosts and those strange codes, things we can't explain. Rabbit holes whistling through the back of your brain. Where the weird ones go, yeah, that's the road. If you think it for yourself, then you already know. So plug in your headphones, turn your radio up. We don't water it down, we fill your cup. If you're ready to question what they told you before, step past the surface, there's always more. Yeah, you feel that sound. We don't look around, we go deeper down. Yeah, I got fire in my chest. Yeah, you're now rocking with the best. Yeah, listen to that sound. Yeah, it's Dayvid and this is